Greetings, dear ones. Pranams. We are doing this yoga shift. Beautiful experiences, my personal experiences. Because we touch those areas, some zones of our being, of our mind, which we are never aware of. So many limited beliefs and so much of conditionings and so much of concepts. Until you break free from the chain of all these concepts and beliefs, you cannot be free. Self-realization is being free of all the clutter. What is the clutter? All these beliefs, all these limitations which we have gathered. These becomes our big enemy. But it's a surprise. It's a big surprise that people hardly pay attention to it. So many people we interact, I keep interacting in retreats and webinars or sessions, and everybody is stuck somewhere or the other. But the root cause of all the stuckness I try to point out is this. But it's very funny that people don't like paying attention to that. And I'm saying the secret lies there. You're hunting for all the secrets outside. For everything outside, all the remedies and solutions outside, it's not there. Even if you find some remedy or solutions, it will be very temporary because you are chopping the branches. You're not going to the root issue. And the root issue is camouflaged in such a manner that even if I tell you certain things, you will not believe. You will not want to believe. You might even repel. The mind will repel, reject, run, distract itself with everything else, but it will not want to sit and look into these aspects. That's how powerfully these are embedded in our being. The outcome of all our whole life that we lived in everything, and you see the masses are in that. The maximum population is in that. So if these secrets are revealed, you cannot trust it very easily. You'll say that it's a foul play. How can it be? Nobody talks about these. That's where the challenge is. But that's where the secret also is. That is why everybody cannot just reach there. That's why the path looks so difficult, but it's not. It's difficult only because of these hidden zones. One doesn't want to bring out these things, or doesn't want to go beyond a certain things. Doesn't want to challenge one's own limited belief. And fortunate and blessed are those who have the guts, who have the courage to see this, because then they are straight going there. Ask the people who have realized those things. Ask the people in this journey that I'm seeing in the past 3 years of this intense journey that I'm having, which is all involving just uncluttering of the mind. 3 years I've spent doing retreats or webinars or travel or making videos or live or whatever I did. You pick up any video and you will see it is uncluttering of the mind. It is challenging those limited beliefs of the mind, which is so scary. And that's the catch, because the whole population is into something else. And that's where you have a strong belief system that it's somewhere else. The easier paths are very easily in your vicinity. They are comprehensible. Easier paths. What are easier paths? Which keeps you in your comfort, which doesn't allow these challenges. I'll say stay in there only and just play around with that. So when we play around, we feel little elevated and good, but not permanently. After some time, we are back to square one. So that is because the root is not yet addressed. And see, when in these 3 years, it has been so challenging because people, they won't trust, first of all. They will even doubt you. Some kind of, this guy is up to something. That is the reason I take the aid of Shastras, scriptures. I somehow knew these guys, I'm telling you. Somehow these things were there within me, but I didn't have the courage to speak about it since years. Because even I was challenged, because I thought mind is fooling me or something. This cannot be true, because nobody is talking about this and I never hear it. I never read about all these things. And then Arunachala, my deep meditative periods in Arunachala 3 years back just revealed a lot of things. Pure grace, Gurudev, pure grace of Arunachala, the Supreme. It just opened up, and then I said, oh my God, this is what I was trying to say, or what I was always wanting to say, and here it is all there. It's like the gold mine just opened, and these mines, whatever I'm opening, is just confirming to me, yes, you're right on these aspects. I said, wow. That is how I started taking up scriptures. Because when I talk from scriptures, people relate. So very scarily they come, but when they listen to the scriptures, they can trust it. Like when we have heard so much about Bhagwan Ram and all that. I'm telling you, you don't know it's tattva at all. Since past 3 days, we are just contemplating on the young Rama who's undergoing all these challenges. And they are not different from challenges of yours and mine. Same old challenges. And there's a way Rama is trying to approach. There's a way his confusion. He's enlightened, but there is confusion. At 15 years, 16 years. Enlightened, but confusion is there. And that is where his guru comes and clears all his doubts. So he has a list of questions, Rama. That is what we were discussing yesterday. So beautiful. Just like you and me. A very, raw, doesn't knowing, not having full clarity. And then Vasishtha Mamuni's guru clearly explains the whole Yoga Vasishtha is about that. We are not taking all those 32,000 verses. It's huge. It'll take a lifetime to research on that. We are just going for the Sara. But last 2 days I have been just condensing it in such a way that they understand it properly. That's not there in most of the books and even the YouTube videos I saw. So if it is constructed well, you know the theme and you catch the theme. And what is the theme? Challenges about yours and my life. How to move towards self-realization by being in the world yet not be entangled with it. And for that, there is a zone which has to be cleaned of the mind. This solution of the mind. There's a huge chapter just put on dissolution of the mind and the clearing of the latent impressions, psychic impressions. And there's a way to do it. And that's what we have been doing. And these webinars and all that. Last time we did purging and releasing. Intense. People fall sick after that. They have all kind of ailments coming in for a few days because it's a purging that's happening. And too intense. Because the release is intense. Because you're straight hitting the point without beating around the bush. So tomorrow's webinar also is that way. Resetting your life. This, many people found it very beneficial. The Reset to Your Life program, and that's why they requested. Some are repeatedly wanting it, and some new who missed it, they wanted it. So for a little people, but I said we'll do it because I also enjoy it. So much of purging that happens in me also, because some things even I am healing from. And that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. And this changed my life. The way I looked at things, and I was able to get over certain things, and suddenly I saw a shift in my life, which is visible. I told you, it's visible in my work and all those things. You can see it. Sudden shift that happened after those releases, some blockages. So the people who can do it are the people who have the courage to sit there and just go directly. And this is based on Yoga Vasishtha again. So I am taking the help of Shastras, the help of great Maharishis, and the help of the Lord himself, like Shiva, Shakti, the Skanda, from their mukh, what is coming, because it's otherwise scary. So yesterday also when we were discussing about Rama, you can believe, Rama said this, he thinks this way, he thought this way. Oh, he had this kind of a thoughts in his mind. Some things like he used to tease girls before, and now he's suddenly become quiet after that. So some things are unrelatable. You can't see because you have a limited belief on one way. Just a worshipper kind of an attitude. You don't look at it like a normal challenging, because that is all presented for us. So that we understand that you relate. Rama is trying to tell you relate with me. I am talking about your life only. All these things. And it's very intense. Very, very intense. So it has very direct, it will just strip you from the falsity of this life. Okay? Yoga Vasishtha. Those who have the courage and guts to do, please go ahead and do it. Not here only I'm telling, anywhere you go and do it. Study it. But you should have a lot of courage, because it will tell you the falsity of everything, falseness. Right from your parents, to your home, to family, to your work, to the world around, to all your attachments, to all your thinking, everything will just strip you. And tell me one thing, without stripping this, where is self-realization? No. We want self-realization, but we don't want to give this. It will not happen. It will never happen. So that's where people get stuck. They think by doing some certain kind of meditation practice or some spiritual practice or doing some service or this and that, singing some bhajans, it will just things will just happen, and maybe one day things will just... That is the ideology people have. Very strange. And it's not that way. Things have to go. A lot of things have to go. It's a lot of rubbish which is there. Anyways, if you're ready, you're welcome tomorrow. Reset Your Life is the program. Intense release and all the unwanted clutter of your past. You're unable to move. If you find your life is dragging you and you are latak patak ke chad rahe hain, or you find gati nahi ho rahi hai, you can't move ahead, clarity nahi ho rahi, or blockages are coming and your mind only is a big obstacle, all those things which are there, or your past is haunting you and things like that, most welcome. Check it out. So we'll sit together tomorrow. How many other people? We'll sit and we will do that intense work. But you have to be dedicated. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Make sure you are in a place where you are not disturbed. At home, be seated there and be fully immersed in this. With the grace of the Guru Mandala, Gurudev, and Supreme itself, Lord Rama. We have the blessings of Lord Rama and Vashishta, his Guru, Vashishta Mahuni. Amazing document, scripture that is amazing. So it has all the secrets, provided you can listen to it or understand it. So I am trying to make it very layman. That's the whole thing. It's very complicated. I'm making it very layman and easy to understand. That's the work given to me. I'm just translating it in that manner. But this is a powerful document which is there. But you need readiness. That is why Yoga Vashishta promises. Anyone who sits there in complete adherence to completely abiding with it and working on the principles manthan while they are listening, smaran is happening and the manthan is happening. If somebody is in that zone, such a person will certainly move towards self-realization. That's the promise of the scripture itself. That's the beauty. But it's all about our worthiness. And who is worthy? In the first verse itself, the worthiness is given. The Mahaguru says, this Yoga Vashishta is not for people who are completely ignorant, completely lost in the world, and this world is so real, they cannot think about anything else. Completely lost, no spirituality, religion, God, word, kuch nahi, no soul, nothing. Just completely, it is not for them. And it is also for not those who have realized the truth, who they are really. It is those who have known it and unwinded their life, they don't need it anyways. So it is not for them also. Then for whom it is? Then it says, this Yoga Vashishta is for only those who feel I am bound. I am bound means I am stuck in life. I am stuck by this Maya. I am stuck by the powers of this ego and mind. How much ever I try, I know I'm bounded. I'm bounded by this. I'm enslaved by this whole thing, attachments and all those. I know it's not real, but I want to get out of it, but I can't. So this is for people who know, okay, who know they are bound and want to get liberated. See, so beautiful this is. That is the worthiness that is needed. The document first clause only says, this is the readiness that is needed. If you feel you are bound, you have to know. Without knowing, no, not for those. You have to know I am bound. Because only when you feel, when you know that you are stuck somewhere, then only you will make an attempt to come out of it, right? If you are in a prison and you don't know you are in a prison, how can you come out of it? If you are a frog in a well, the frog thinks the well is everything. It will not make attempt to come out. It will feel this is life. But some other frog has to tell, no, there's a huge world out there. This frog will not believe. No, this is perfect. So it is not for such who's bound. It is for those who, like the frog that fell from outside. It came and it says, oh my God, where did I come? I am in this limited space. I am confined by this limitedness. I am actually a free frog and I fell here. I want to get out. I want to get out. It is for such. Isn't that beautiful? So we have a couple of good people who are sitting around and actually enjoying this scripture. It's not just enjoying the scripture, it is tapas. It is actual tapas. So every day 3 hours which you are spending. And if you have missed it, no problem. It will come in the courses. You can do it at that time. But tomorrow is one which we are based on this. I kept it again deliberately so many hours from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. because of its intensity. You have to settle down and then there is little work to do. Without any techniques. You just have to be there. That's all. Be there. Present. That's all. Things will happen. It will just happen. So, the people who are in the western zones and all who cannot attend it due to time differences, recordings will be provided to you. So if you are interested, you can register on the website. Now the website is working. Everything is running fine. You can directly register without any issues. Some more courses are coming. That will come in a couple of days. So the website also is fine. So see you tomorrow. Those who are interested, love to sit with all of you and be immersed in divinity, purity, and the truth. Stay blessed.